What's up, everybody? Welcome to some Trostani Thanksgiving tokens. I hope you are excited. As far as opening hand goes, yeah, I like this hand a lot. Actually, we're going to keep on this one. We have the Temple of Plenty, have a little bit of life gain off the Soul Warden, a little bit of ramp with Ascendant's Pilgrim, and fun little fog effects. So, pretty cool. Let's go and get the Temple of Plenty down. Let's go for the, actually, excuse me, our opponent's on the play. They're going to go first. That's one of those things where I just start jumping into commentary, and I'm like, uh oh, it's not even our turn to go. We are playing Trostani. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. Then for 3 mana, populate. And I'll cover our opponent's commander in just a second. So, let's go ahead and... Do we go for Ascendant's Pilgrim first? Yeah, if we have a fetch land, let's go fetch land. Let's go for the... What is it? The Savannah? There we go. I always forget the dual names for some reason. Going to go for that Savannah. Get onto the battlefield. Okay. Hit Savannah. Let's go for Ascendant's Pilgrim. Tap for green, and then anything else. We're going to go and pass the turn over to our opponent. There we go. Now they said something in chat, so I'm going to check that in just a second. There we go. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Best of luck. Playing against Rune-Tail, Kitsune Ascendant. Whenever you have 30 more life, flip it, and then prevent all damage that would be dealt. To creatures you control. Legendary enchantment. Okay, pretty sweet. So we've got life gain versus life gain. Should be a pretty good little match. Alright, let's go ahead and get the Temple of Plenty down. Let's go for that Scry. And then we're going to be online for Oracle, which is going to be really good. Let's get that Scry going, or Scurry, according to my Theros previous opponent. Do we want the Treetop Village on top? That'll be another green source for... Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and put that on the bottom. I think I'm okay with that. We're going to draw into it. There'll be another land off Oracle, actually, we can play. Yeah, let's go and put that on top. That way it does come into play tapped. I think I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and go for Soul Warden. That's going to be green. Excuse me, white. And then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. So just free time. We can talk about whatever we want. But yes, happy Thanksgiving. This is my Thanksgiving deck. If you're new to the channel, I put out holiday decks from time to time. And Trostani is my official Thanksgiving deck. When I was looking for Thanksgiving commanders, one of the things that... I don't know, it's kind of weird to find a Thanksgiving commander. And so I just kind of came across Trostani, and there's life gain and tokens and a lot of fun stuff. So I figured that would be a good fit. Alright, opponent does get their commander down, and that's going to be prevent all damage up to creatures you can... Okay, we can get around that. And they do have a Grand Abolisher on the battlefield. And that actually works out really well in the 1 versus 1 commander with 30 life. Alright, swinging for 2. We're going to let that come in. It's going to put us down to 28. Then let's go and get the city tree down. We go for Oracle, get that treetop village down too. Nice little sky village we're building over here. Get down the city tree. Let's go for green. Tap that, and then tap the pilgrim. Let's go for Oracle. Maybe there might be a lane on top. Second harvest. Okay. We're going to gain a life off that. Let's go and get the treetop village down, and then anything else, we're going to go and kick it over. Yeah, we'll go and swing in for 1. I'm okay with that. Pushing in for 1 is going to put our opponent down to 29, and then kick it back over to them. So we do have Courser in the hand, so we're going to be able to get some pretty good life gain off of Oracle, getting the lands onto the battlefield. And then we do have Second Harvest on top. I was recording, kind of doing a little practice match before I started recording, and there's one time where I had Aether Flux Reservoir down, had a bunch of tokens, and my opponent was going to go for... I think like an extra turn card, and I completely tapped out, and I was playing against blue. And so I went for a Second Harvest in response to that extra turn card, and that gave us enough life to go for the Aether Flux Reservoir activation on our opponent. So that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. And it also kind of reminded me of maybe Trostani's deep fried turkey. That's kind of what Aether Flux is. So if we can find the turkey fryer today, definitely one of our main game plans. If not, we're going to get a bunch of tokens down, hopefully gain a bunch of life, and have a pretty good, fun life matchup. Alright, opponent's going to swing in, get that Exalted trigger. It's going to make it a 3-3 coming across. Sigiled Paladin, first strike Exalted. Okay, swinging in for 3 is going to put us down to 27. And like I said, we've got a ton of life gain in here, so we're not really that worried about at least the soldier army right now that's developing before us. Alright, let's draw into that Second Harvest, and there's a Force on top. Do we want to get the Angel down first? I think I like that. Let's go for the Angel first. Kind of sequence this a little bit. We could go for Trostani if we wanted to. Man, I think I like going for the Angels. Do we need to go for Trostani first? Yeah, we need to make land drops. Let's get the Angel down. Let's get the Angels going. I mean, the bird tokens. And then we can get down Trostani and kind of go from there. Okay, we're going to gain a life off Soul Warden. Put us back to 28. Let's go and play that Forest. Get a bird token. Oh, yes. And we have Giant Bug Face on top. Okay, sweet. I'm going to always yield to that. Always yes, and then always yield. Get that bird token on the battlefield. Gain a life. And then we don't really want to swing into first strike. We're looking at a bunch of 2/2s and 1/1s. We still have 2 mana left over between the Pilgrim and the Forest. No, anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. So, we got the Angel down, and the Angel, man, Angel puts in a lot of work with Trostani. Getting those land drops down, especially something like Oracle. Oh, you're having fun. And then also, talking about Giant Bugface, this is one of my favorite cards. I don't get to play with it a lot, but it has Trample. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, opponent's going to go for Tithe. Sure, go for that. It has Trample, so whenever it does combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of it. So you get on the battlefield, maybe get a little bit of Populate going, you start making copies of it. It's kind of like Pack Rat in that it makes a copy of itself. It's not just a 7/7 insect token. So that's always a lot of fun to get that going. I think I do have this in Mimeoplasm? It's been a while since I played Mimeoplasm. In fact, I need to get that going. Okay, opponent's going to get down Greater Oromancy. They have Shroud. Let's see if they're going to swing in or not. We're not going to be able to push past, or at least we're not going to be able to block on the Exalted, but it looks like they're not going to swing in. Okay, then Giant Bugface, and there's a Plains on top. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we can actually go for the Giant Bugface. Let's go and get down Trostani. I think I like that. I want to get some Populate going, especially if we're going to go for Giant Bugface. We're looking at white, green, and then green off the Treetop Village. Get down Trostani. Let's go for the land drop. We're going to get a bird token onto the battlefield. Click the plane, see if there's another land on top. Temple Garden. Okay, I'll take that. And we might... No, excuse me. Courser's going to be double green. At least we'll be online for the double... we can go for the Genesis card if we want to fog our opponent out. Let's go and yield to that. Get the Soul Warden trigger yielded. Always yield. Don't mind gaining life with this deck. Let's go and go for the Temple Garden. Do we want to shock it in? We don't have double... Yeah, well, I'm just going to put it in play tap. Not going to pay 2. Nope. Okay. Going to get another bird token. And at this point right now, we can just go and push in with the bird token and the angel too. So that'll be a good little swing in for 4. Gain that life. Go to 33. And then the magic number for the Turkey Fryer for Trostani is 50. So or actually 51, so we don't kill ourselves. But if we wanted to, we could do that. The trigger would go on the stack, but we'd still lose. Let's go swing with the angel, swing with the bird token. Anything else, and then we're going to go and kick it over to our opponent. Okay, and excuse me, we'll not be online for Genesis since we didn't shock the Temple Garden in, but at this point right now, we don't really need it that bad. Okay, pushing in for 4 is going to put our opponent down to 25, and then anything else. We're going to go and pass the turn. Now, this is a turkey episode of Trostani, Thanksgiving turkey episode, whatever you want to call it, and I'm trying to keep my Thanksgiving commentary a little bit different from each video, but one of my favorite things about Thanksgiving is, family number 1. That's always going to be included. Family's always fun. It's always fun to get to see my brother and my sister. But my second favorite passion about Thanksgiving is fried turkey. Oh, I normally don't eat a lot of fried foods. I try and eat pretty healthy. But one of my big weaknesses is like fried chicken. And fried turkey just kind of fits alongside, right beside it. And it is just like, oh. I could eat fried chicken every day. If it wouldn't just kill me and or shave a bunch of years off my life, I would do it. But destroy all creatures, gain 1 life for each creature destroyed this way. Okay. Well, anything in response to that? No, they're going to get it. All right, it's going to take care of all the creatures, and we still have Giant Bugface to get down. Our opponent's sitting at 3 cards in the hand, so we probably might end up casting that. Let's go and get Trostani pop back up. But yeah, fried turkey, it's really good. And let's get our turn done. I'll kind of explain how you fry a turkey. Okay, drawn to Path to Exile. Let's go. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have just enough. Let's go and jam it. It's going to be a kind of one of those scenarios where we're like, hey, do you have an answer? If not, then we're going to start getting some tokens on the battlefield. Giant Bugface, and then we're going to go and pass the turn. But, so when you have a fried turkey, you kind of have one of those big, crab boil pots, and you have a lot of oil in there, and my dad heats it up on a propane stand cooker style thing, and prison term. Love it. All right. Digging it. Okay, let's go ahead and what a draw. Okay, we're not going to be able to swing in, so we're not going to be able to take care of the Populate trigger. But yeah, I like going for it. Let's go for it. No, excuse me, they have Shroud because of the Greater Oromancy, so we're not going to be able to do that. All right, very nice. What am I going to go for? Let's go for Courser. Let's get down Courser, and then we'll go for Sundering Growth on the Greater Oromancy. Then we'll see if we can't do anything about it. Let's tap the City Tree down. Get down Courser, see if we can hit a land on top. Oh, there we go. Like the worm. The cool thing about Prison Term is that our opponent can shift it around onto creatures. So, more than likely, they're going to leave it on the Giant Bugface, I would assume. And then we have the Armada Worm to go for next turn. Okay, anything else? We have the Arachnogenesis, we have Second Harvest, we can't really utilize that. Yeah, let's just go and pass the turn. We could fire up the Treetop Village if we wanted to. It's going to be 1-2 and still have up Path. Yeah, let's go and do that. Let's go Treetop Village. Turns into a monkey. Let's go and swing in for 3. Put our opponent down to 32. And then we still have Path to go for. Alright. Kick it back over to our opponent. So we still have the Sundering Growth to go for the Greater Oromancy if we want to take care of Prison Term. What we can do is if we're worried about our opponent shifting it around, we can go for Path to Exile on our own bug, and that's going to give us some land, but at the same time we're going to keep that Prison Term from shifting around on our different creatures and stuff like that. Yeah, I know. It's always fun to imagine that. It's got some really sweet art too, like the little monkey right there. Love it. But yes, back to frying turkey. So you put it in a big pot, and it depends on how many pounds the turkey is, but you put it in the fryer. When your opponent casts a spell, that player sacks a permanent unless he or she pays 1. Do we want to go for that Path to Exile line of play? We'll get ahead on a land. I cannot really see them shifting it around. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for, we could go for the, if we want to use it for the Enforcer, I guess. Yeah, let's go and hold it up for the Enforcer. I can't really see them moving the Prison Term off of it. And then we have the Worm coming down next turn, so if they want to shift it onto the Worm or the token, yeah, I think we'll be okay with that. I actually like using it for the Mr. Elephant Wizard over there. Pretty sweet art on that, too. That little mist beam over there. Okay, draw into that Worm, and then we draw, ooh, Nissa on top. Okay. Let's go and go for the Armada Worm. Let's go put some pressure on our opponent. We're looking at double green, double white. And it's going to be 1 and 2. Tap the Treetop Village. And we're going to sacrifice a permanent. I guess, yeah, we'll go and go for the... Yeah, let's sacrifice Giant Bug Face. And that's going to put us having to go for another one off the Enforcer. We'll have to get rid of Courser, but I think we're okay with the Worm token. Yeah, we can wait until next turn to go for that. Okay, we'll go and pay 1. We don't necessarily have to leave Path up. Yes, we're going to pay for that 1. Get the Armada Worm down. See if they want to shift the Prison Term over onto it. They do. Okay, that's going to allow us to swing in with Giant Bug Face. There we go. And if they want to shift it back over onto the Worm token, they can definitely go for that if they want to. That might have been a misclick. I don't think our opponent wanted to shift that one over. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's the whoops. Yeah, I thought it was a misclick on that one. I won't swing in. I won't swing in. Yeah, that was a misclick. We're not going to do that to our opponent. So we're not going to swing in with Giant Bug Face. I know our opponent would have not wanted to swing in with the Armada Worm, so we're going to act like it didn't happen. That's one of those that, hey, it is what it is. Alright, not going to swing in. And they don't want to swing in with Courser either. Anything else, now we're going to go and pass the turn. So, yep. It's definitely a... and, you know, I'm playing Commander. This is more of a casual setting, you know. Hey, if this is Paper Magic, they wouldn't have gone for that. So sometimes you do misclick on Magic Online. But yeah, so with the fried turkey, so you put it in a deep fryer, and you fry it for however many pounds it is. And one of the good things that makes fried turkey so good is that they have... you inject it with flavoring. So you kind of have like these big medical looking syringes, and they have different flavors that you can put in there. One of the things that tastes really good is if you use like a Cajun seasoning. You inject it with a bunch of Cajun seasoning, and it is just, oh, it is really good. I'm just thinking about it right now and really enjoying it. Alright, let's go and draw into Nissa and Sky Shroud Claim on top. What are we going to do this turn? Okay. Let's go ahead and we can go for Nissa, put a +1 counter on our creatures. Only one creature can attack each turn. And I think we can play around a Silent Arbiter. I think we can make that work. Let's do this. Let's go Path on the Elephant, because that's going to get pretty old pretty quick. Let's go and pay 1. And then we do miss out on the Worm, unfortunately, but hey, we're here to have fun. So we're going to go and pay 1 for the City Tree. Get rid of the Mr. Elephant Wizard over there. And let's go and get down Nissa, and then we can go for the +1 counters on each of our creatures. That way we can start working towards kind of a big beat stick creature. I think I like that. Let's go to green, and then green. I'm just going to tap down the Treetop Village because we can't really swing in with more than one creature. Okay, let's go in for the -2 ability. Put a +1 counter on each creature that you control. And let's go and push in with the Worm token. You know, since we can't swing in, it's basically the same thing as swinging in with the Armada Worm. Alright, push it in for 6. And if our opponent wants to block, we'll still be able to get at least 1 point of damage coming across, and that'll take care of the Silent Arbiter. But more than likely, they're not going to offer it up. Okay, swinging for 6, put our opponent down to 26, and then we're going to kick it over our opponent. But yeah, so you inject it with these flavorings, and it just tastes, oh, it is so good. And so you take it out. It usually takes around like 20 to 30 minutes, somewhere in that range. And then my dad usually kind of debones the turkey and puts the meat on a plate. But the best part about a fried turkey is like the end pieces, where it's all crispy. It's like all not stringy. I'm not saying that. It's like really crispy, and oh, it is good. I'm basically just eating like fried skin and fat, and it. I can feel my heart skipping a beat on it right now. Okay, drawn to that Sky Shroud Claim. Ooh, an explosive vegetation on top. So we can still swing in with the worm. Yeah, let's go and go for Nissa. Let's get the plant token going. And actually, excuse me, this is an artifact creature, so we can actually go for Sundering Growth. I've got Turkey on the brain. That's not good. Let's go for Sundering Growth on the Silent Arbor. Sorry about that. I've been blinded by the turkey. Yeah, let's go Sundering Growth. We're going to be able to populate, make a token of the copy of the worm token. There we go. And let's see if they want to shift it over. If they do, that'd actually be great, because that'd be kind of the same scenario where the Armada Worm could have swung in. But hey, it's not the end of the world. Do we want to go for Treetop Village? Yeah, let's go and get the treetop fired up. Looking at green and then white. Treetop Village, that's going to be about 9 coming across. We'll swing in with Courser too. So it's going to be 6 between Courser, Treetop Village, and then 6 off the mod. So we got 12 coming across. It's a nice chunk of damage. And they do have 1 card in hand. Alright. Let's see. Let's go put them down to 14, and then anything else. We have second harvest to go for next turn if we want to. We're going to go and pass the turn. So we're in a good spot. We have the -2 activation on Nissa to put some more counters on our opponent, and just between the 2 worm tokens, it's going to be more than enough right there. So we'll see what our opponent draws into. But yeah, so like the crispy ends, those are my favorite. Like after everybody gets their meat, then I'll just kind of go in there and just go to town. Feels really good. Feel really bad too. But yeah, that's my favorite part about Thanksgiving, outside of family and friends and stuff like that, of course. You know, that's always a given. But fried turkey, yeah. It's good. Hopefully I've got your mind on turkey right now. It's definitely what you want to do for Thanksgiving. Okay, opponent does get down Linvala. Let's see, double strike, flying, and lifelink, and the activated ability. So we really have no activated abilities at this point right now. And let's see what we draw into. Draw into that explosive vegetation and tangible virtue on top. Okay, let's go and go for the -2. We could go for second harvest. Our opponent is completely tapped out. If we're going to get more counters on it, yeah, I think I like that. Let's go for second harvest. It's going to be green. Actually, can we do it a little bit better with a Sky Shroud Claim? It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's go and do that. Looking at Sky Shroud Claim. And then we can still go for that second harvest once we get those forests onto the battlefield. Alright, let's go for the forest. Let's go for forest. Let's go and yield to that. We're going to gain that life. And then we'll go for the Nissa activation. And that's just on, yeah, that's just on creatures. So we'll go for the second harvest, looking at green. Create a copy of each token that we control. And then we'll see if they want to shift the prison term around. Go and yield to that. If they want to put it onto the plant token, much obliged. I'd certainly appreciate it. That'd be a great Thanksgiving gift. Okay. Let's go for the -2 ability on Nissa. Get those, oh yes, get those counters going. And unfortunately, we can go for a Mosswort Bridge. Oh, we'll get it down next turn. Alright, let's go and push in, or at least on our second main phase. Push in with Courser. That's going to be the Worm for 7, activated ability. And then boop, boop, boop. Alright, so it's going to be 13, 14, 18 coming across, and they'll get that life, double strike lifelink. We'll see if that's enough. It's going to get really close for our opponent. They do have the Sword of Light and Shadow. They can put it on there. Protection from white and black, +2/+2. So they might be able to kind of gain a little bit of life off of that. But I feel like we're in a pretty good state with these worm tokens out here, since they do have trample. Okay, they're going to gain that life. Click OK on that. Go down to 6, and then leave the Linvala on the battlefield. Let's go and get the Mosswort Bridge down. Gain that life, and then go for the Hideaway off the Mosswort Bridge. Okay. Ooh, Vengeance Zendikar? Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's get that down there. And then put the rest on the bottom in any order. Alright, and kick it back over to our opponent. So, they have 0 cards in hand. They're going to have to draw into something. They can still gain a little bit of life with the Sword of Light and Shadow. That's going to be a 5/6. Yeah, swinging in for 10, go back to 16. But with how many worm tokens we got? Okay, Sun Titan. Converted mana cost 3 or less. So we're looking at, I guess, like Grand Arbiter or the Paladin. If they want to go for the Paladin, they're going to gain a little bit extra life off of that. Now, this is a bummer. If we'd held up the Genesis, we can go for that next turn if we want to. Maybe our opponent's going to start swinging in with the Sword of Light and Shadow. We can go for Genesis next turn, but they're looking at bringing back the Grand Abolisher. Okay, double strike lifelink, and then let's see if they're going to go for the Sword of Light and Shadow equip. If not. But yeah, so I really enjoy fried turkey. And then we usually have ham there too, which is nice. And then all the fixings. My favorite sides usually at Thanksgiving tend to be, what is it? I really like mashed potatoes, green beans, and my mom makes some really, really good bread. Alright, so if Karametra on top, we'll draw into that. Any certain way we want to go for this? I could just push him with the whole crew. Yeah, let's get Treetop Village fired up. That's going to be 1, 2. And actually with the create yeah, we don't have to worry about that. I'm going to tap out that. I thought it was like add some counters on there or something like that. Go for Treetop Village. And let's go ahead and go for the Mosswort Bridge. I think I like that. We'll go for Mosswort Bridge. Excuse me, let's back out of that one. Go for the Cast It. There we go. We definitely have the power requirement on that. And then we also have Explosive Vegetation to kind of get some... Yes. Let's click on Avenger of Zendikar. Oh, tool time grunt on this one. See if they want to shift the prison term over there or not. We'll get those plant tokens onto the battlefield. Oh, yes. And then we'll go for the Explosive Vegetation. Get some counters on there. Sounds like a plan. Okay, let's go for the Explosive Vegetation. Search our library for 2 basics, put them onto the battlefield. And so right now, that's going to be Forest and then Plains. Get those plant tokens going. We're going to gain a little bit extra life off that Courser trigger. Always yield to that. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And the cool thing is with Nissa, we already had some plant tokens on the battlefield too, so they're going to get some +1 counters from that. Okay, let's go and get the Plains down. There'll be another token on that. So if we swing in right now, we're looking at protection from wide. I think we should be able to push in. We have at least a bunch of trample damage. Yeah, let's go and go for it. And actually, we might hold back Treetop Village. So we swing in with Courser. Swing in with the Worm token. Yeah, that should be enough right there. It's going to have double strike off the Sun Titan, but I think swing at the plant token. And yeah, we're going to go and hold back the Treetop Village for the Arachnogenesis. Yeah, I think I like that. All right, we're going to push in. Then we have a lot of plant tokens to go for next turn, too. And we'll see how they want to block on this one. But I think with enough trample damage, they will get that 8 life gain on that one. But I think we're going to have enough on this one. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of Thanksgiving chat. Just want to make sure we've got enough between the double strike life link over there. They want to go for that. All right, I'm going to get the Sun Titan block on the Worm token. And then double strike on the Worm token. Okay, so that's going to be 10, 13 that they're gaining. They go to 19, and we'll see what damage trembles across. Alright, that's going to be just enough right there to close it out. Oh, happy Thanksgiving indeed. And hey, definitely enjoyed the game, Troll Shout. Thanks for being a fan of the channel, and it's always fun to get to meet people in there. But yes, hope my fried turkey talk was good for you and made you nice and hungry. And hey, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. So, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.